Having curly hair sometimes feels like a full-time job, and I've often wondered how long I actually spent on my hair, because even just thinking about wash day alone can be up to 2 hours. So today I am going to see exactly how much time I spent on my hair in 1 week, how long it takes, as well as how many products I'm using throughout the week. So today is wash day, but there are a few things I like to do to prep my hair before I get in the shower, and the main thing is oiling my hair and detangling. So I already did it a couple of days ago, but I am going to do it again just because I've had it in a bun, a ponytail, braid since then. So I really just want to get all the tangles out to make my time in the shower much easier. So I like to go in with like a heavier oil blend, and the one I'm using today is by Pattern. I'm not a huge fan of this one. The scent is very strong, and it's just like kind of greasy feeling, but I do like it for this step. Just do about that much and just kind of coat everything, and then I'm gonna go in and detangle and do it slowly even though my hair is already detangled. And then I just like to go in with a brush where the bristles are kind of further apart. You don't want something like a styling brush where they're much closer together. It is going to hurt and it's just not necessary. So I'm going to untangle, and you should always start from the bottom. One, my hair's already detangled, but this brush also is really great for detangling. So now that I'm all done with that, I can wash my hair. If you want, you can let this sit for like an hour, but my hair is already so greasy that I just need to wash it, and I'm probably gonna clarify it today as well. So it's currently 9:35. I'm going to shower. I'm just washing my hair actually today, so it should go by a lot quicker and we can get a realistic view of how long it takes me to wash my hair. So I just finished, and that was about 12 minutes, so not bad. I was just washing my hair alone, and usually I don't wash my hair alone like that. I wash it when I'm taking a shower, but I really wanted to make sure that I got down exactly how long it took me to wash it, and my hair already feels 1,000 times better, but we're not done yet. If you have curly hair, you know the next step is styling, and styling can go fairly quickly, but it is the dry process that takes ages. So I'm gonna show you what I do. I'm going for like an airier, fluffier hair look today, so I'm not going to be brush styling, and I'm not going to be putting in gel immediately. So hopefully that will speed up the dry time, but we will just have to see. So my hair did just come out, and it's pretty wet still. Like, it's not dripping, but it's wet. And the reason I'm not using brushes today is because my brushes are filthy and they need to be washed. A good time to also finger style. I'm just gently raking through my hair with my fingers, making sure there's no knots, mainly because I washed my hair upside down, and then also trying to get some air going through in the root area. First, I usually go in with a leave-in conditioner or some type of hair primer. This is what I have right now, so I'm just going to lightly mist the ends. This is going nowhere near my roots. And then also just raking that in, making sure it's distributed. And today was a pretty simple wash day. I didn't do like a hair mask or anything. Like, I definitely could tone my highlights, but I'm coloring my hair next week anyway, so it didn't seem worthwhile. But I used a clarifying shampoo and then a hydrating shampoo. I always double wash. And then I just went in with this conditioner. Even if you aren't brush styling, it's really important to still section your hair. So these kind of clips come in really handy. I'm pretty lazy about it, so I usually just do 2 layers. So I'll take up at the crown, and then I will just pin that up while I work on the bottom. You can see my hair is already starting to dry, so sometimes I will have like a spray bottle nearby, or even just dipping my brush underwater. That usually adds the perfect amount. And I'm using the AG Recoil Curl Cream. Not my favorite, but you know it's part of my project panning, so trying to finish that one up. usually will brush style, but I've just been feeling more and more lazy with my hair lately, and that's kind of what the inspiration was for this video, because there are some weeks where I can do my hair, like I will commit to doing it, and then other times I don't even want to wash it. Like this week, I was pushing off washing it so many times, and it was getting pretty bad. And sometimes you're just tired, like you come home from work and you just don't want to wash your hair, you have a lot of events going on, or you're just like not in the mood to do it. And it really can be a challenge sometimes, because I think like blowing it out so much quicker, less time consuming. Like I can let that last for a week, having spent like 2.5 hours total. It has the added damage to your hair, and I like having curly hair, so it really just it can be so time consuming. I feel like we're always trying to find ways to cut down how much time we're spending on our hair. Okay, like I said, I'm going for like a very fluffy and airy look, so kind of just like scrunching it up where I feel like I want more volume. So I usually add gel at this step before I put it back in my towel to plop for a bit. I think I am actually gonna add some. I was going to wait till it was a little drier, but I think I'm gonna add a little bit. I've been using this Aunt Jackie's one recently, and it's pretty good. I like it. It has good hold, and like it's like elongating, or you can make it so your hair is bouncier, but I really like it. You really don't need a lot. Like this is how much I took, and that's probably still too much. So I'm just gonna do like kind of like crab hands. So distribute it. Do a little bit of crunching. Okay, so I have a little bit of excess on my hands, but really not a whole lot. Just my hands are sticky. This is how it's looking before I put the towel and plop for about 30 minutes. Honestly, I never set a timer, so it can be from like 30 minutes to an hour. And then I will take down, assess, usually try and blow dry it, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I just got ready, I got dressed, did my makeup, and my hair's still wet. If you have curly hair or thick hair, you know the struggle of how long it takes. And I mean, it's like, I'd say 20% dry, maybe 30, but I'm gonna blow dry now. So what time is it? It's 11:08. I definitely didn't need to have my hair up that long. I did take it out because the towel kept moving around. But now I'm going to blow dry, and I usually don't blow dry my hair completely dry. I'll get it to like 85–90%, and then I will just let it air dry. It is too much a hassle for me. My hair literally takes forever, but yeah, we'll see how long it takes. Okay, so it's 11:19. I just finished blow drying my hair. It's still slightly damp, like down here in the depths of it, but my roots are dry, so I'm happy with this, and I'm not gonna be going outside for a while anyways, but if I were, then I would definitely dry my hair completely. And then I like to finish with some type of hair oil, but I'm gonna wait until my hair is completely dry to do that. Otherwise, I just feel like it kind of messes with it. Spent the first 2 hours being awake doing my hair. So it is the end of the day of day one, and this is how my hair is looking. A little frizzy, but it was kind of the look I was going for. Very light and just more volume because of that. But because of my very dry hair, I am going to be using some hair oil tonight, and the one I'm using is the Verb Ghost Oil. I really like this one during the day and night. It's not as thin as the Olaplex one for mornings, but it is still very lightweight. And it's not as thick as some of my other ones, like the Kerastase one, which is incredibly thick and very like hydrating, rejuvenating. This one is right in the middle of both of those, and I feel like adds the shine that the Olaplex one does, as well as the hydration. So that is about it, and then I'm just going to put a bonnet on. I am still using the one from Keep Beautiful. It's pretty good, though I just feel like the elastic in there is kind of tight, and while I like the thoughtfulness of the eye mask, it's kind of hard to use, but I'm going to be using this tonight. That was really quick. I feel like it was less than a minute, so I'll just add 1 minute to the time that I have put into my hair on day 1. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It is day 2 of tracking how much time I'm spending on my hair. So I have been out for a little bit, but I just kept my hair in the bonnet. So I'm going to take it off and reassess. See, I usually have a little bit of frizz, so yeah, we'll just see how it's looking. Okay, honestly, not too bad. I feel like there's a little bit of frizz, I feel like in the front sections, but first I like to give my hair a good shake just to really make sure the pieces are separated. So then from here, I usually get a little bit of water on my fingers, and like yesterday, kind of like the crab technique. So I'll just show you really quick. So literally like just a few droplets. I just ran my fingers under the water just to kind of give life back to those curls, especially the dry ones, just give them a little hydration to hold onto. Right, already looking a lot better. And before I add hair oil in the morning, I just let it dry a little bit. I have done it where like if I'm doing a true refresh, my hair is a lot wetter, so I will blow dry it again. But for this, I'm just gonna give it like a few minutes. Okay, I waited about 2 minutes. Now I'm going to use a styling hair oil or like a finishing hair oil. One I really like for mornings is the Olaplex No. 7 bonding oil. It's really lightweight, and honestly, like I still find it adds some shine to my hair. So I'm gonna do that now. And I literally just kind of just eyeball how much I need. My hair eats it up, so I feel like I can never really add too much anyway. But if you have thinner hair or just shorter hair, you might need less. But I usually just coat the surface like that and then scratch it back up. And you can just see the shine added. I mean, this still looks pretty good just because I styled it yesterday, but you can definitely see a little bit more shine on this side. Okay, that was pretty easy. That was less than 5.5 minutes. So that is what is being added for today. So it is day 3 of how much time I'm spending on my hair this week. I did forget to film this morning and last night, but it was literally the same as the day before. So in the morning, just a little bit of water and then some hair oil, and then a night hair oil and bonnet. And so it's the end of day 3. And this is how my hair is looking. It's very frizzy. It was very humid out today, so once I got home, I kind of just threw my hair up and haven't been dealing with it. But I'm going to do a little mini refresh to keep my hair going because my scalp still feels fine. It's a little dry, but I mean, my ends are really dry, but they feel clean and like it smells fine. So I'm gonna show you my little quick refresh and we will add that to the clock. So before I get to refreshing the ends, I want to start with my scalp. I'm a very dry hair, but also dry skin, so it makes sense to have dry scalp as well. So I do like to hair oil, though not too often during the week, and I like to use something lightweight until the day that I'm going to shower. Maybe sometimes the night before, but I try to do it the day of. So I recently got this new scalp serum. It's kind of like an oil. It's from Ava NYC. This is a brand I really like. So I figured might as well try a new scalp oil. I'm just going to put it on some areas that are a little dry and then work it in. And that probably looked like a lot, but I only filled this up twice, so it really wasn't that much. And then I'm just going to give myself a nice scalp massage. So far, I've been liking this one. It's very lightweight, so like, I don't know, it's very strange because in the bottle it looks kind of thick, but it feels very runny and serum-y and kind of watery on my scalp. Very refreshing. Look at that volume. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how I refresh my ends. Like the curls are still intact and they're good clumps, but it is just so frizzy and I need to deal with this. So what I usually do is I will spray some water. I will dampen my hair first, but not like soaking wet. And once I feel like I can like slip through it or add product, I spray like twice into my hand. I like to do 2 sprays of this, actually also the Ava NYC leave-in conditioner, and then usually a pump of the Olaplex number 9. This one is the bond protector and it's a hair serum, and then I just mix it up and it creates like a really nice consistency to kind of just add hydration back to my hair and kind of plump it back up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I am going to add just a little bit of the gel that I used from the wash day. I only do this, I'm going to diffuse, and I'm going to just a little bit just because it is kind of late already. It's like 10:30. So I don't want my hair to be wet before I go to bed and then wake up with a frizzy mess again. So just a little bit of gel. And I'm not going to diffuse it completely dry. So like I said, I'm not drying it completely. I'm still gonna be up for a little bit. So I will just let it air dry. I would say it's like 85% dry right now. And I'm not going to use any hair oil today. I really want the cast to form. I know there's like still some frizz, but it's way better than it was when I started. So once it's dry and I'm going to bed, I'll just put a bonnet on and that's it for time. That was about 15 minutes, so we'll be adding that to the clock. Hair held up really well this morning, so I'm just going to use some of the Kerastase hair oil and then put a silk bonnet on. And tomorrow will probably be the last day where I have like my hair out like this, so it'll probably be like a ponytail or something, and then the next day I usually do braids to last me throughout the week. So Since last night, my hair has been in kind of a loose braid. It's coming out and I'm going to be washing my hair now. So that is the final day for the week. We'll be washing it and I'm actually getting it prepared to color. So I'm not going to do the routine I did on the day one, but at this point I usually would do that same routine. And usually every week I like to rotate if I'm going to be doing a hair mask or more clarifying treatments. So I think this week would be the hair mask, and then the next wash day I like to do like clarifying, kind of like scalp exfoliation and bonding type products.